And before we get started, I just want to take a moment to thank all our supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. You know, my channel will not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get down to today's lecture, which is you got to set up a home office. You have got to set up a home office. I don't care if you got a business where you're consulting or you're providing any kind of service or product. As a businessman or woman, it is critical to set up a home office. There's so many benefits behind that. You know, although I retired September 2023, but I've always had my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center, simultaneously while I was in the workforce, especially the last 25 years of being in the workforce. I had my company that I've always provided service under, which means I've always had a home office. And when you have a home office, I don't care if you live in a home or apartment or wherever you live, number one, all of the money you spend in relation to your home office is a 100% business write-off, a percentage of your mortgage, a percentage of your utilities, a percentage of anything that you spend, homeowners insurance, internet, all of that you spend in relation to that home office is a percentage of that is a business write-off. That's why I always tell folks, have a certified public accountant to do your personal and business taxes. Stop being cheap and pay the experts to manage your books. You know, they're going to have the software. They're going to stay abreast of the tax laws. You know, they've gone to school to get that credential as a CPA. They have to take continuing educational hours to renew their credentials when it's time to renew it. That's what you pay them for. So that can free you up to focus on generating revenue under your company in your home office. Real talk. You know, I can make as much or as little money as I want to under my company, utilizing my credentials in retirement. And that's power, people. And whatever amount of footage, you know, whatever your square footage is in your home, whatever area you're using at home as your home office, that CPA is going to want to know the square footage or the space that you're utilizing in your home as your home office. And this is not a new concept, people. And, you know, even when you're consulting, anything you do that you are generating money for whatever product or service you provide, utilize space within your home as your home office. You know, where you keep your office supplies, where you keep your computer, where you're conducting your business. Real talk. Because I'm telling you, these tax rates, you know, all of that have a positive impact on reducing your taxable income. And I've always used a certified public accountant throughout my 25 years of being in business under my company, people. I tell folks, stop trying to have your hands on everything. You know, and if you got a real good, the CPA that I've been using, you know, I like how he don't just do my personal and business taxes. He's having discussions with me in terms of throughout the year, in terms of ongoing tax tips, explaining to me so I can have real good working knowledge of what's going on with my personal taxes, my business taxes. I'm going to stay abreast in terms of gathering all of my documents. But I'm not going to try to be the expert in anything. That's why I pay him, the expert, to manage my personal taxes, to manage my business taxes. So anytime that I'm audited, I welcome any Internal Revenue Service audit, because I don't care who you are. At a certain point in life, you're going to be randomly audited by Internal Revenue Service. And it's a beauty in terms of when you have a CPA that is your advocate, that they can explain things to you. It don't matter if you're audit ready at all times. You know, you got the hard copy of your documents, you got an electronic version of your documents, you got a certified public accountant who works with you on an ongoing basis. And this is power, people. I know so many people who get in trouble with the Internal Revenue Service because they're trying to be the expert in every doggone thing, trying to file their personal taxes, their business taxes, because things get a little bit more complex when you have a business. I don't care if it's a home office business or you got a building somewhere, whatever services or product you're providing, it gets a little bit more complex when you are a business owner and you got your in terms of you're keeping up with your other important things like your financial portfolio and your dividends or interest that you're earning throughout the year. You know, it gets a little bit complex the more wheels that are in motion, people, in terms of your business, in terms of how your money is growing and all of that. All it gets, and when you pay an expert to do it, who's going to also guide you through the process, I'm telling you, that frees you up to focus on providing your product, your service, your brand, and generating ongoing revenue. This is real talk. And the way I look at it, there's no limit to the amount of money I can make under my company, because even though, like I said, I'm retired, I still maintain all my professional credentials. I'm a licensed clinical addiction expert. You know, I'm credentialed in 3 different states. I'm credentialed at the national level, the federal level, in terms of providing certain types of services under my credential, under my company. Real talk. All of the money I spend to maintain my credentials, my continuing education hours, the money I spend to renew my credential, the money I spend to purchase my professional liability insurance, all of that money I spend to maintain my credentials, to do what I do as an expert, is a 100% business write-off. Real talk. So again, like I tell anybody, you know, get your home office, provide some type of service, product, under your company, under your brand, and make you some money. Make you some money. That don't mean you need to quit your day job. No, still maintain your day job. You consider that home office as another stream of income. But the beauty with what I've done throughout my working history is the last 25 years in the workforce prior to me retiring, I had my company simultaneously. So now, since I'm fully retired, I can continue to make money under my company using my credentials. And if I don't want to schedule clients, I don't. If I want to schedule clients, I do. I control it now, people, in terms of the services I provide and who I want to see and who I want to book under my company, utilizing my credentials. Real talk. If a person's call me for my services, and if I'm booked, I tell them you can either go on my wait list or you can call someone else with the appropriate credentials who can provide those services to you. So that's the beauty of that, in terms of I can select on how many folks I want to see in a week or in a month. Real talk. But the key thing is all of the money I spend by having my home office, a percentage of everything that I spend in my household, electrical bill, internet, homeowners insurance, all of that is a percentage of that is a business write-off. And believe me, I'm not mad at the end of the year in terms of the return on my investments. Real talk. So share this information. And again, I want to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. That's all I have. Simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.